Mrs. Sutherland, you are pregnant.
When I return to the villa, Harrison has just finished showering. I want to tell him the good news. I have something to tell you. Harrison's phone vibrates. Sylvia Stone's name appears on the screen. She is the woman he loves but cannot have. An actress. He answers the call, then quickly changes clothes and prepares to leave. Harrison, it's so late. You're still going out?
We'll continue the talk tomorrow.
Downstairs, the car engine starts. My hand holding the pregnancy report slowly lowers. Tears fall silently. In the early morning hours, my phone rings. It is my Aunt Maggie Moore.
Stella, your mother's condition has worsened. The doctor says she needs surgery immediately. 500,000.
I'll be right there. I call Harrison first. He doesn't answer. A news alert pops up on my phone. Kinsley Group's president spends $10 million on a yacht for returning actress Sylvia Stone. I call Harrison again. This time, he answers.
What is it?
Where are you?
Where else? In a meeting, of course.
Harrison, my mother—
Stella, I'm busy. I don't have time for your nonsense.
The call ends. I rush into the bathroom and dry heave, tears streaming down my face. I look at myself in the mirror and whisper,
I wasn't always like this.
I call Maggie. I still have a little over 100,000 in my account. Use that for now. I'll figure out the rest. At dawn, I go to Kinsley Group on time. Harrison gave me this admin assistant position, but all I ever do is fetch tea and coffee. I walk into the pantry with my coffee. Mandy Miller and several colleagues are chatting enthusiastically.
Sylvia Stone is Harrison's true love. Stella Sutherland is just a nobody.
Sylvia Stone's name pierces my ears like needles.
Without Harrison's, Stella Sutherland can always crawl into some other old man's bed.
I raise my hand and slap Mandy across the face. Mandy tries to hit back, but her high heels trip her, and she falls flat on her face. At that moment, Harrison appears.
Stella, apologize.
He doesn't ask why. He doesn't ask who is right or wrong. He just orders me to apologize. I'm sorry. I turn and leave. This time, there are no tears in my eyes. I've decided to divorce him. Back at the villa, I start packing my things. Downstairs, brakes screech. Harrison is back. Harrison walks into the bedroom and sees the suitcases on the floor.
I know about your mother. I've transferred the money to your account.
Harrison, let's get a divorce.
Stella, we have a prenuptial agreement. Divorce me, and you walk away with nothing. Your mother needs money. Your family depends on you. Without the title of Mrs. Kinsley, how will you support them?
I'm already looking for a job. I don't need your money.
I only give you money after we sleep together. Aren't you just a cheap prostitute?
My eyes turn red, tears threatening to fall, but I grit my teeth and don't cry.
Yes, I'm a cheap, shameless prostitute.
Harrison corners me, pressing me against the desk. His fingers grip my chin. He leans in.
Prostitutes know all kinds of tricks. What do you know?
He unbuckles his belt. I cry out in a panic.
We really can't. There are no condoms at home.
He pauses. He doesn't want children. He never has. His phone rings. Harrison answers it.
Harrison, your grandfather is asking about you and your wife again. When can you bring her to the mansion for dinner?
I'm busy lately. Some other time.
He hangs up and notices me hiding something.
Stella, what are you hiding? Show me.
That is my blood test report. Anyone with eyes can see that I am pregnant. Just some beauty and fitness magazines. Want to see?
Stella, I don't like games of hard to get.
Hard to get? How lowly does he think of me to use those words? At dawn, while he is still asleep, I leave the villa with my suitcase. I tell myself, Stella, you can never go back. I leave the villa early in the morning and transfer Harrison's $1 million back into his account. In the hospital room, my mother has just fallen asleep. Maggie has been here helping to take care of her for the past couple of days. Suddenly, Maggie Moore takes my hand.
Stella, if you get divorced, how will we pay for your mother's medical bills?
Use my salary card for now. I'll figure something else out. I go to the payment kiosk to check the account balance and find that someone has already paid. A gentle voice comes from behind me. It is my friend Shane Sterling. He is an attending physician at Lakeside General Hospital.
I paid for your mother.
Shane, I can't take your money.
Consider it a loan from me.
I am about to bow and thank him when a hand suddenly grabs my waist.
What are you and my wife chatting about, Dr. Sterling? So happily.
His grip is tight. The flesh on my waist aches from his fingers.
Mr. Kinsley, you're hurting her.
He forces me into an empty corner and lowers his head to kiss my neck.
What? You don't want me to touch you? Or are you afraid Shane will see?
I won't cheat on my marriage like you do. I'm not as despicable as you. Harrison's face turns livid. He is about to explode. Then his phone rings. The assistant's voice on the other end of the phone faintly comes through.
Miss Sylvia got injured by a prop while shooting an advertisement.
He hesitates for a few seconds, then leaves anyway. I stand there, watching his figure disappear. My heart feels like it has been stabbed. I wipe away my tears and whisper to myself. Why do I still hope for things I already know the outcome of? I block Harrison's number and return to my rundown home in Old Town. In the evening, shouting comes from downstairs. Harrison's Maybach is blocking the alley. The neighbors are cursing. I look down from the window. He's leaning against the car, his black shirt almost merging with the night. I pull the curtain shut and don't look at him again. In the middle of the night, someone knocks on the door. Harrison is standing outside, furious.
You blocked me?
Let's get a divorce. Part on good terms.
When were we ever good?
My face turns pale. I can't say a single word. He forces his way inside and pushes me on. It's Sylvia. He answers, his voice unbelievably tender.
Hello?
I close my eyes and let the tears fall silently. He leaves. The front door clicks shut softly, like a loud slap across my face. I bury myself under the covers and sob uncontrollably. I tell myself, thank goodness I didn't get lost in that moment. Meanwhile, in the VIP hospital room, Sylvia leans against the headbed, acting coy with Harrison. Harrison, my hand really hurts. Will it scar?
It won't. I've already made arrangements.
Miss Sutherland moving out. It's not because of me, is it?
It has nothing to do with you.
Sylvia sees the opportunity to hug Harrison. She wants to sleep with him. My words flash through Harrison's mind. I won't be cheat on my marriage like you do. He pushed her away. Sylvia feels humiliated and furious. After Harrison falls asleep, she opens her eyes, filled with venom. She remembers the past. I saved Harrison from drowning back then. She stole the credit and has been enjoying Harrison's kindness for years.
Hello?
Hello? Wake up! Stella, that bitch. I will never let you take Harrison away from me. The next day, Harrison learns that I'm looking for a job.
I can't have her appearing in public as Mrs. Kinsley. Julian, handle it immediately.
I receive calls from several companies. They address me as Mrs. Kinsley and say their temple is too small to house a big butta like me. I realize Harrison is sabotaging me behind my back. Furious, I head straight to his office.
Boss is busy.
Harrison's special assistant Julia blocks me, saying Mr. Kinsley is busy. I push him aside and barge in.
Why don't you beg me? Maybe I'll find you a higher paying job.
Harrison, dream on. I would rather die than beg you. That night, I meet my best friend Victoria Vance. She is the heiress of the Vance Group, lively and generous. For the umpteenth time, Victoria starts cursing Harrison and Sylvia.
That bastard is so shameless, holding his first love while refusing to let go of his wife. And Sylvia is just as bad, flaunting herself as the other woman.
I'm still too afraid to tell Victoria about my pregnancy. A man named Ethan Chandler approaches. He's dressed in streetwear, the second son of the Chandler family.
Ethan Chandler, just a friend.
Beautiful. Let's have a drink?
Lemonade is fine for me.
Mrs. Sutherland, you don't seem like an heiress like Victoria. Why act so untouchable?
Say that again? Stella wouldn't even look at Harrison. You think she'd look at you?
Ethan is stunned. He didn't expect me to know Harrison.
Don't ever show your face in front of us again.
Ethan slinks away in disgrace. Victoria asks about my job search. I tell her Harrison sabotaged it. I'll help you. A friend's family just started a new jewelry brand. Submit your designs.
Thank you, Victoria.
I hug her, tears threatening to fall. Mandy Miller, a former employee of Kinsley Group and a fan of Sylvia Stone, blocks my way with a gloating look on her face.
Miss Sylvia is upstairs with Mr. Kinsley.
If you have any sense, get lost. Then Sylvia Stone walks out and calls my name sweetly.
Stella, long time no see. Miss Sylvia, I'm your fan. Can I have your autograph?
Of course, not a problem at all. After Sylvia signs her name in Mandy's notebook, Mandy leaves beaming with the autograph. Sylvia's expression immediately turns cold.
Stella, you climbed into my man's bed. Does it feel good being the other woman?
I am Harrison's wife.
You didn't even have a wedding. No one in our circle knows. He loves me. Once I retire from acting, I'm marrying him.
She deliberately reaches for my arm, then falls to the ground on her own and screams my name.
Stella!
Harrison rushes out and scoops Sylvia into his arms.
You know what Sylvia's job is, yet you deliberately hurt her. You vicious woman.
He gets into the car with Sylvia and drives away. A sharp pain suddenly stabs my belly. I double over, tears hitting the ground. I can't stand anymore. I lean against the glass door, and everything goes black. I have a nightmare. In the dream, Harrison forces me to abort the baby. Sylvia sneers that I am not worthy. I kneel on the ground, blood pooling beneath me. Shane wakes me up. I find myself lying in a hospital bed.
The baby is fine. Victoria's on her way. Should I tell her?
Shane, please keep this secret for me. Don't tell anyone. Then my phone rings. It is my mother-in-law, Lydia.
Men fooling around is normal. Why are you throwing a tantrum and moving out? I'm covering for you with his grandfather. Move back, immediately.
I've already decided to divorce him.
All the wealthy wives live like this. Don't be ungrateful.
I hang up on her. After my glucose drip, I return to Old Town. In the middle of the night, Harrison's footsteps sound downstairs again. I pull the curtains tight and refuse to look down. The next day, I go to Kinsley Group to resign. A new intern, Farley Swain, flirts with me and asks for my number.
Mrs. Sutherland, could I have your contact info?
Sorry, that's not convenient. I smile and turn him down. Harrison watches from outside the door.
Julian, hold on to her resignation letter. Don't approve it.
I go downstairs and see Shane's white Porsche. He is here to take me to see my mother. I open the door and get in. I don't see the black Bentley behind me or Harrison's face, darkening like a coming storm. Late at night, I return to Old Town from the hospital. Just as I take out my keys, a hand grabs my waist from behind. It's Harrison. He's radiating menace and lowers his head to sniff my neck.
You want to divorce me. Is it because of Shane?
No, he doesn't believe me. He grabs my keys, opens the door, and shoves me inside. He pushes me onto the sofa. The cheap leather touches my skin. The cold gives me a shiver.
Let me go! Harrison, let me go!
Even without feelings, this can still happen.
Then why don't you go to Sylvia? I'm sure she'd be happy to cooperate.
He freezes. While he's distracted, I shove him hard. I run to the door, pull it open, and stare at him coldly. Mr. Kinsley, I won't see you out. His face turns livid, but he doesn't force me. The door slams closed behind him. I slide to the floor, tears pouring down my face. I touch my belly and whisper, "Baby, Mommy will protect you no matter what." I go to HR to ask about my resignation letter.
Miss Sutherland, your resignation letter, it's gone.
It doesn't matter how many you write.
It depends on the higher-ups.
I understand instantly. Harrison is blocking it. I storm straight into his office. He's busy, so I hold back my anger until he's done. Why won't you let me resign?
What are you talking about?
He plays dumb and calls Julian in. Julian plays along, saying he never saw the letter.
I see through their act and don't bother arguing further. Have you thought about the divorce?
I have a meeting this afternoon, some other day.
I check your schedule. This morning's meeting is already over.
Get out!
After work, Victoria calls, her voice full of excitement.
Stella, great news. My friend's jewelry brand is hiring designers. Submit your work.
Really? I finally smile. I dig out my college design sketches. Every one of them is a dream I gave up. I pick 3 that I'm most proud of and hand them to Victoria the next day. Victoria takes my sketches to Quentin Quinn. He's the head of the jewelry brand and also Harrison's childhood best friend.
Stella is Harrison's woman. Helping her means undermining him. What are you willing to trade?
Name your price.
Quentin locks the door. He and Victoria were once engaged. Their relationship is complicated now. Afterward, Victoria puts on her clothes and leaves. There's no longing in her eyes, but I can see her heart is bleeding. That night, Harrison is on a business trip. My colleagues drag me to a gathering.
Stella, sit next to me.
Bobby from PR. He's married, but he's deliberately forcing drinks on me.
If you don't drink, you're disrespecting me.
I can't drink. Just as I'm about to force it down, a cold voice comes from the door.
Everyone's having fun?
He strides in and snatches the glass from my hand.
I'll drink this for Stella.
He downs it in one gulp and shoots Bobby a cold glare.
Bobby's legs give out and he collapses to his knees. He never expected Harrison to come back suddenly.
Harrison leads me away and says one thing to Julian.
I don't want to see that person here tomorrow.
Bobby is a 10-year veteran, but because he coveted me, he is fired on the spot. In the parking garage, I refuse to get in the car. That's your home, not mine.
Stella, come home with me.
If you want sex, why don't you go to Sylvia? He starts groping me in the car. In my panic, I dry heave. Harrison hands me a bottle of water. When are we getting divorced?
Harrison's face darkens.
Grandpa wants to see you. 100,000. I won't make you come for free.
He suddenly kisses me. Then my phone pings. 100,000 transferred.
Play along tonight.
I clutch my phone. At the Kinsley Villa, Harrison goes upstairs to see his grandpa. I'm eating in the dining room. Suddenly a woman in a red robe storms out. Fiona Fleig, a distant relative of Lydia's, has been mooching at the villa for a month.
Stella the Poffer, still coming to freeload after 9 o'clock. Shameless!
I try to ignore her, but she just gets worse, pointing at me and cursing.
Sylvia is back in the country, and you're still clinging to Harrison? Who do you think you are?
I stand up slowly and look Fiona straight in the eyes.
Whether I'm qualified isn't up to you. Fiona calls the maids to throw me out. Wendy is caught in a dilemma. And then Fiona actually shoves me.
Then Harrison comes downstairs. His gaze sweeps over Fiona's hand, grabbing mine, cold as ice.
Fiona, you've stayed at the villa long enough. It's time to go back to the Flynns.
I'm not leaving!
Lydia also comes down from upstairs, her face turning ashen at the sight.
Who dares to touch my Fiona?
Lydia defends Fiona, yelling at me for being intolerant.
Stella, how could you treat Fiona like this?
Then Grandpa is alerted. He comes downstairs with his cane, his stern gaze sweeping over everyone.
Kitson, she bullied me!
Harrison, tell me what happened.
Fiona tried to hit Stella.
Grandpa takes my hand with concern.
Dad, let me explain.
Lydia, know your place.
Those words hit hard. Lydia's face turns deathly pale, and she dares not speak again. Fiona is sent away that very night. Grandpa asks me to stay for dinner and serves me himself. I smell the seafood. My face goes pale. I cover my mouth and rush to the bathroom, dry heaving.
Harrison, is Stella pregnant?
We've always used protection. There's no way she's pregnant.
I hear this from behind the door, my heart twisting in pain. He won't even allow the slightest possibility. I walk out and force a smile.
Grandpa, I'm fine. Just some indigestion.
Harrison takes me upstairs to rest. After closing the door, he says to me in a low voice,
Let's not tell Grandpa about us yet.
Okay. He takes off his watch, then suddenly leans in and smells my neck.
You shower first, or me?
I turn my face away. He pulls me into his arms. Then his phone rings. It's Sylvia.
Harrison, I had a nightmare. I'm so scared. Will you come keep me company?
He looks at me. I push him away. Go to her.
You're coming with me.
What am I supposed to do there? Watch you two being lovey-dovey?
He forces me over his shoulder and shoves me into the car. I cry out.
I don't care if love yearn each other to death! But don't make me watch!
Halfway there, I threaten to jump out, and he finally stops. My face is streaked with tears.
Even if you love each other to death, I will never bless you, because you both truly disgust me.
He stares at me for a long time, then suddenly turns the car around.
Home.
Back at the villa, he carries me upstairs. A bath, then bed. Everything is just like before. But when he kisses me, I say something softly. Harrison, have you forgotten? We're getting a divorce. I don't love you anymore.
I don't care.
But he doesn't move further. He gets up and goes to the bathroom for a cold shower. When he comes out, he cleans my palms, then gets back in bed and pulls me into his arms.
So what if you don't love me? I will never, never let you go to another man.
In the early morning, Julian reports.
Miss Sylvia couldn't reach you. She's worried about you.
Harrison gets out of bed quietly, changes clothes, and leaves. I wake at dawn. His side of the bed is cold. The maid says he went to Miss Sylvia's. I leave the villa without a word. I block his number again. This time, I truly don't want to hear it anymore. I've just laid down when Harrison pounds on the door. I open it. His eyes are bloodshot.
Let's talk.
Nothing to talk about. He forces a kiss on me, and I struggle. Then, my phone rings. It's Shane.
Stella, your mother's condition has worsened. Come quickly.
I rush to the hospital, only to find my mother is perfectly fine.
Sorry, I used your mother as an excuse. I saw the news and guessed you needed a way out.
How did you know I needed an out? Shane falls silent. I realize he's been watching out for me all along. A few days later, I hear Shane has been transferred to another city for a seminar. I know immediately it was Harrison.
You did this? Despicable!
Shane looks at you the wrong way. I warned him. This is the price.